What's up, guys? It's the one and only Afrikansuperstar back at it again with another walking vlog. Shout out to the family. Want to welcome you guys to come to Ghana. I offer private bespoke tours, so get in touch. Also, litigation free, available at Shy Hills, available for viewing, available for you. Don't miss out on our upcoming group tour, October 19th through the 26th. Me and Mr. Taye, Uhuru, back at it again. And last but not least, make sure you add the Afrikansuperstar to your streams, to your platforms. My entire musical catalog is available exclusively for purchase at bandcamp.com. Looks like Pastor Wickham is back at it again. He's got his billboards replaced after the storm. You can count on Mr. Wickham with all the money he's making to have his brand new billboards up. Looks like the church is also coming along well. They got the new, wing or whatever. Pastor Wickham doing his thing. The Agape House, for those of you guys want to celebrate white Jesus, do it here. This macho man from my gym. Come on, I'm trying to do a vlog. Get out of here. Get out of here. How you doing? You good? I'm happy to see the helmets. You got the I'm coming. Maybe.
Good.
Thank you. We're trying. Hey.
You look super.
You gotta see it to believe it, guys. Vlog. That's one of the trainers from my gym. I'm always teasing him about wearing his helmet, so I'm happy to see that he has it on today. Getting back to the topic. Today's topic is one of the most annoying questions I often get asked, which is, if Africa is so nice, why are so many people flocking there, going through dangerous measures, trying to get there? And so I want to try to do my best to answer this question. There's a lot of different parts to this question, but today I want to talk about the fake life that African migrants project back to the continent. Westerners may not realize, especially those of you guys that have not traveled much, don't realize that depending on what location you are in the world, you are getting access to different media, different exposure, and then so on and so forth. The media is a massive machine, and it is used in propaganda. It is used to perpetrate certain ideas and subliminal messages. And that takes place a lot here on the continent. In the years that I have lived here, I'm not surprised to see how many continental Ghanaians are completely unaware of the gun violence in America, the racial construct, the drug epidemic, homelessness. A lot of these things never even reach the international community. The West has done a tremendous job of making Africans feel like everything is happening in the Western world and that nothing of value is happening here. So when you're socialized seeing that, sometimes people begin to believe that. But another big piece of this pie are the African migrants that move abroad and project a particular image back here to the continent. A lot of them are dishonest about their living. A lot of them are prideful, and a lot of them are glorifying what we as Westerners feels like may be a mediocre life. And for some people who experience really tough situations in their home country, it may be an upgrade. Everything that you have to do here is cash and carry. When you buy a car, you have to pay it cash. When you buy land, you have to pay it cash. When you build a home, you have to build it cash. And so you go to the Western world, you can, have these things, so to speak, living on credit. And people back here on the continent are going to think that you own those things, because in our world here, that's how it's done. I'm going to show some videos of some popular Ghanaian content creators that are online. This first gentleman, Kofi, he has over 1 million followers on TikTok, and he is a janitor in the Netherlands. And he really showcases and broadcasts this image.
7 years ago today, 23rd March, Kofi, I arrived in the Netherlands from Ghana on a visa with no head. Today, I'm a Dutch citizen with lots of hair. So you see, abroad is good. When you are in Africa and you get the chance, the legal way, travel abroad. Because the system works 247. It favors all, not just a few, like in Africa. Who are Ghana now in your chance? So the back which I mean your brow. It's answer high year and hoto or any jawa system near Juma 247. If you vote ya and you pay for now, you vote to mom on the pay. What? Cheers. To me Dutch passport in the Netherlands. Higher debt, your chance. No what baby. That's it. If you are not going to be passionate about that job, then don't apply for it. Because nobody is forcing you. It's not slavery. You have the freedom to choose. So whenever you apply for a job, even because of the high salary, be ready to give it your all. Be passionate about it 100%. Because you cannot give input of 40% and expect output 100% salary. It doesn't work like that. That is disrespectful. Kofi, I know about this. That is why anytime I'm in this uniform, I work with passion. Because at the end of the month, I'm not going to get my output salary. It's as simple as ABC. I don't work for free, I work for the money. So if I don't do it, well, I'm not going to get the money. You get it? And on top, I get good money and I have freedom. That is the most important for me in choosing this job. So if you are not passionate about the job, don't apply for it. And to all employers as well, employing someone is not you doing the person a favor. It is called business. So whatever you agreed on before employing that person, always make sure you fulfill your side. As long as the employee is giving their input is 100%. Pay them on time, pay them well. Let agreement be agreement to the employers. It is as simple as it. Life is simple. Why do you people stress it? Now let me get back to work. My passion. Let me finish it so that I can go and get some desperados on my way home. And as usual, go and enjoy my sweat. Thank you. Life is simple. And life is all about happiness.
Naturally, people are going to gravitate to their own people. They're going to gravitate to people speaking to them in their own language. What an American content creator or a diasporan content creator is making may not even reach those here on the continent. They're much more likely to listen to their peers. And so when they see their peers go abroad and their peers are broadcasting these things back to them,
That's what they do for every Sunday. UK is sweet though. Everybody don't come on. UK is sweet. Come to UK, my dear. Come to UK. UK is sweet.
or they come back to the motherland and they show a certain image.
The types of burger in Ghana. Well, if you don't know what burger is, they are Ghanaians who have traveled abroad and back. Number one is the American burger. They mostly like to show off, so you see them in their flashy outfits, always wearing sunglasses with at least 3 phones in one hand. And of course, they are FBIs, follow back internationals. American burgers like to spend. Within their first month of arrival, they let everyone know that they are here. But after some time, they start to chill and merge into the system. 2 is the UK burgers, normally tagged as stingy, aka Armstrong. They are very particular about how they spend their money or what they spend their money on, because they know if they lose guard, they might go back broke.
Here in December, it's a very popular time for Ghanaian diasporan people to come back to Ghana for, the holidays. A lot of weddings happen, a lot of events, obviously the festivals and the parties and all of that. It's not uncommon for them to, you know, save up all year and come back and ball out. You know, I remember, I've talked about it on the channel a couple times. I remember a gentleman, one year he came to Ghana and he brought about like 10 or 14 iPhones and he was giving them out to his family. And, you know, here in Ghana, people got to pay for those phones outright. They're very expensive. And for him to just come back and demonstrate like, oh yeah, I got it like that. Now, we coming from the Western world know, hey, he probably put it on a credit card. You know, he may not have bought all those phones cash outright or whatever, but here on the continent, it's going to give a different image. What these African migrants do is just as dangerous and damaging as the mainstream media, because they reinforce the idea that when you move abroad, you automatically got it made.
What's happened here today, Primrose?
I'm a British citizen.
Yay!
I did it, guys.
You know, for someone here who has nothing, they move to America. Within a couple months, they're doing some, you know, menial job. They're doing, I mean, not that any job is, you know, we frown upon it, but, you know, they're doing a low class or working class job. They're then able to get a car on credit. They're then able to get an apartment on credit. To them, their life has been upgraded in a very short amount of time that they weren't able to also accomplish that here on the continent. So there's many different factors that go into why young Africans are desperate to travel abroad, but we can't leave out the responsibility that the African migrants are contributing in this thing, because they are some of the ones that are showing off and flexing on their peers and also not being honest about that slave life. And for, you know, people that have grown up in that system, we've seen it come full circle. We know how it's all going to work out in the end. And that's why a lot of us have decided, you know what, I'm going to roll the dice and take my chances elsewhere, because the future is bleak. I know how this story works out. For someone who's coming completely from out of that system coming in, you know, they still have the hope. They still have the wish that it's all going to work out the way you and I were optimistic when we were kids, thinking that we could make our wildest dreams come true in America or UK or Canada or whatever. So this really requires you to elevate your mentality. You know, the more you travel as well, it will give you a lot more insight into the entire world and not just the location where you are, to understand how a lot of these agendas are functioning. So I don't know, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.